breath and look at the point at which their false beliefs fall apart and they face the harsh truth of losing everything. Think about what this important moment means. If you like the way we talk, please help us out by liking, following, and sharing our posts. Your participation strengthens our group and makes our journey together better. You can also learn more about narcissism by taking my free course, Narcissism 101. Recognizing red flags, planning your escape, and starting over. Use the link given to get to this very useful website. Now, let's look at how deeply it affects a narcissist to face the harsh truth of their losers. Are you ready to learn about the complicated mind of a narcissist with us? Let's start. Nasty people get a rude awakening when they learn they've lost someone like you. They suddenly realize how much value they lost by having you there. Realizing this is shocking, both because of the loss itself and because it shows how flawed they are. In the world of human connections, narcissism is like a wrecking ball. It destroys everything from individual ties to groups. They catch people who don't know what's going on by tricking them and then causing chaos afterward. This might not have been clear at first, but becoming aware of it makes things clearer. When a narcissist faces their own downfall, they feel too much sorrow to act. They are honest about their flaws and realize how easy it is for people to make mistakes. They think about the damage they've caused, the broken relationships and missed chances, and understand that lying and manipulating people lead to loneliness and emptiness. Healing from narcissistic abuse is a slow and hard process for those who have been through it. It takes strength, drive, and the courage to face your pain head-on. But over time, you can get back the independence the narcissist took away. Now comes a very important question. Should you forgive the narcissist for the pain they caused? This is a complicated problem that requires a lot of personal reflection before a choice can be made. Getting away from the trauma bond and starting over with your life are huge tasks. Let's be honest. It seems as unlikely that you can forgive a psychopath as it is that pigs will fly. Unfortunately, these sneaky people get into your life and cause damage. For them, you are just a way to feed their huge ego. It doesn't matter what your health is like. When you break up with a narcissist, they don't just leave. They throw you away as if you don't exist, which is part of their ingrained habit of looking for new victims to feed their ego. If you're getting a divorce from a selfish partner, get ready for a long and painful process. They enjoy being in charge of you and seeing how valuable you are. It's important to understand how narcissists act. They know how to catch you and drain your energy, and they often take years off your life without you even noticing. Narcissists fully understand what they're losing when they break up with someone. They recognize what you've done and how stable you are. They saw you as nothing more than a pawn to serve their twisted wants. You might go through what's called the hoovering phase after a breakup. This is when your ex tries to get back together with you because they miss the support and closeness you used to give them. As much as they try to be nice and offer change, this is usually just a way for them to get back in charge. To deal with narcissists in a relationship, you need to be aware of their expected patterns of behavior and manipulation. Narcissists may seem to feel bad about losing you sometimes, but don't expect them to really say sorry. Because they really think they are better than everyone else, they often put the blame for problems in the relationship on others, even you. Think about the times someone has apologized to you in the past. Were they sincere, or were they just a way to make you feel better temporarily? They are likely to go back to old, dangerous habits after saying they would change, which shows that they have different emotional investments in the relationship. At first, their intense focus drew you in, but as time went on, it seems like they turned their attention to someone else who would be easier to manipulate in the same way. Their abrupt and uncaring messages now mirror this shift in focus and lack of care, which is part of a cycle that hurt you in the past. In the end, those around them see how harmful their behavior is, which keeps them stuck in a loop of toxic behavior that you have now broken free from. To heal and move on to healthier relationships based on mutual respect and real care, It's important to be aware of these patterns. If someone is working with a narcissist, you might wonder why they don't see it. There are several reasons for this. Some people may know but don't say anything because they're afraid of becoming the next target or haven't had enough time to see past the cute front. That's it. Abuse usually happens in secret. The narcissist's worst behavior shows up when you're by themselves with them. When they're not being mean to you, they show a lovely and friendly side. The narcissist will understand they've lost you in the end. They won't say it because they are sure they are better. Even though they know how valuable you are, they chose to use and discard you anyway. Even so, you're stronger now, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You're the best version of yourself. It's now time for the ego to play. While you do well, they keep hurting other people. They know they've lost deep down. Now that you're in charge again, be strong, stay true to yourself, and keep believing. You're not the only one going through this, and your path to healing goes on. How narcissists deal with aging. The harsh truth. Today, let's talk about narcissists who are getting old. Do they find it hard to accept that time has passed? If they do change, will it be for the better or the worse with age? Another worry is how it will affect their family and friends. How do the narcissist's family and friends feel as they get older? It's hard to give a clear answer to these questions because they are complicated and there are cases. For now, let's talk about some problems that narcissists often have as they get older and some possible ways to fix them. This video was sent to you because I think you'll enjoy it and decide to follow my channel. Narcissists often think they are better than others, which makes them selfish and argumentative. This might make them seem indifferent, unwilling to forgive, and emotionally distant. Because they want power and control, they do things that aren't fair. If they didn't take care of their ties and friendships when they were younger, they may find themselves alone as they get older. Some might try to get back in touch, but others may have grown apart for their own health's sake. Narcissists can feel lonely, just like everyone else. This can make them very depressed. To help them deal with it, they might use their good looks, money, or other assets to get in touch with people they haven't talked to in a while. When it comes to getting older, narcissists often deny it. When they are in their mid-30s, they often feel bad about themselves and think they look better than they really do. They also have a hard time accepting how they look older. A lot of people spend a lot of money on hair dye, clothes, and anti-aging treatments to keep their looks young. Some people may even look for younger partners to feel better about themselves. Narcissistic moms like it when people say they look like their kids and think they might be sisters. Some may even try to get their daughters' partners to like them. But narcissistic dads think they are in charge of the family and are in competition with everyone, even their own children. They brag about what they've done and sometimes take the attention away from their kids. When their kids do well on their own, selfish parents might take the credit and say, "That's all because of me." People who are narcissists might focus on their grandkids if they can't connect with their grown children. Narcissistic grandparents often give their grandkids cell phones so they can stay in touch all the time. To win their kids over, the grandparents give them lots of gifts and attention, even if the kids don't want it. They may use these exchanges to hurt the parents, which is usually done on purpose. These are some of the most common problems narcissists have as they get older. Learning about these habits can help you deal with narcissists who are getting older. If this talk was helpful to you, please like the video and subscribe to my channel to get more. When their kids' marriages end, and they feel bad about getting involved, they may try to ruin the ex-spouse relationship with their grandkids. After a divorce, most parents still help their kids, but some choose to help their ex-spouse instead, by listening, encouraging, and giving advice. Narcissists have a hard time keeping up their low self-esteem as they get older. It's harder for them to lie to themselves about their worth because their physical skills and sex drive are getting worse. They often hold on to past successes and brag about them to get people to admire them. They might say something like, It's too bad that today's kids don't have the tools their parents and grandparents did to succeed. These days kids really don't have to worry about anything. They feel like they need to get better. Some kids may go backwards instead of forwards, throwing temper tantrums to show they feel rejected. Their anger can be very strong. Over time, they might complain about unfair things in society while thinking about relationships, goals, and decisions that didn't work out. People who say they gave up their dreams for their families often don't get any attention. They might be angry at their ex or anyone else they think did them wrong. Thinking about their complaints for a long time can make them angry. Narcissists hold grudges for a long time and remember slights very clearly and with great pain. They lie about being selfish and harsh to avoid taking responsibility and feel embarrassed when others criticize them. They always see themselves as victims, even though they hurt others. They often feel bad about losing friends and ruling and manipulating others for different reasons because they want to get even. People of any age may be too lonely to directly ask for help, so they may depend on guilt and shame to meet their needs, which can backfire if others refuse to help. Older narcissists may not like losing power to younger people because they have learned a lot about how to control people and use power over the course of their lives. Covert narcissists often have medical problems that can't be explained, even though they go to the doctor a lot. They keep going back for more pain, whether it's from headaches, accidents, or other conditions, which could mean their health is getting worse. Even so, they get better quickly when they do things they enjoy. Still, older narcissists keep doing things that hurt themselves, which makes others dislike them and lowers their confidence. As they get older and less mobile, they need help from others more and more, but their behavior makes relationships hard, leaving them alone with few choices. Narcissists can have breaks at any time when they realize they are alone and have lost power because their lies have been found out. This makes them feel even more desperate. Because narcissists' declining health can have an effect on their families, people who care about them may feel uncomfortable or confused as they watch them get worse. People who have been abused by a narcissist may hold grudges and feel angry. Even the most patient family members can get tired of long-term criticism, lying, expectations, and not being able to reciprocate. There is still a feeling of pity though. If the narcissist gets really sick, family members who haven't talked to them in years might feel like they have to call out. Narcissists may surprise you by getting better as they get closer to the end. Since they have nothing to lose and no one to lie to, they might be more honest and think things through. This could be a chance for them to make up, where they could say sorry and settle old scores. There is some proof that narcissists can get better as they age. Since they don't have to lie to anyone and have no reason to, they may face their mistakes and apologies and admit what they did wrong. They might say they're sorry and be humble. This is the path of an old snob. Thanks for seeing it. Add my channel if you liked this movie and found it useful. Have a great day. Everyone, your constant support keeps us looking into the complicated ways people act. Today, we're going to talk about narcissism in depth and look at the point at which their false beliefs fall apart and they face the harsh truth of losing everything. Think about what this important moment means. If you like the way we talk, please help us out by liking, following, and sharing our posts. Your participation strengthens our group and makes our journey together better. You can also learn more about narcissism by taking my free course, Narcissism 101. Recognizing red flags, planning your escape, and starting over. Use the link given to get to this very useful website. Now, let's look at how deeply it affects a narcissist to face the harsh truth of their losers. Are you ready to learn about the complicated mind of a narcissist with us? Let's start. Nasty people get a rude awakening when they learn they've lost someone like you. They suddenly realize how much value they lost by having you there. Realizing this is shocking, both because of the loss itself and because it shows how flawed they are. In the world of human connections, narcissism is like a wrecking ball. It destroys everything from individual ties to groups. They catch people who don't know what's going on by tricking them and then causing chaos afterward. This might not have been clear at first, but becoming aware of it makes things clearer. When a narcissist faces their own downfall, they feel too much sorrow to act. They are honest about their flaws and realize how easy it is for people to make mistakes. They think about the damage they've caused, the broken relationships and missed chances, and understand that lying and manipulating people lead to loneliness and emptiness. Healing from narcissistic abuse is a slow and hard process for those who have been through it. It takes strength, drive, and the courage to face your pain head-on. But over time, you can get back the independence the narcissist